Okay, we are leaving the Sugarloaf Anchorage in Morehead City this morning. It's supposed to get pretty sporty around here by noon, and we want to be up Adams Creek and tucked in before that wind starts. So it's barely daylight. It's funny how the camera makes everything brighter, but the sun is just starting to come up, and we need to get up the creek, hopefully without a paddle. Hopefully we don't need a paddle. And tucked in the next 6 hours. Looks like Todd's got the snubber off. He's cleaning it up before we get the anchor pulled up. As they say, red sky and morning, sailors take warning. I don't know if that's the actual true thing, but it is today. We got to get out of here. All the fishermen going out to go fishing this morning.
Seagulls laughing at it to their
Here's our bridge this morning. Our bridge is supposed to be open except when used, so we hope it stays that way. 65 footer that we should enjoy. There's such a strong smell. It's really like a sweet, earthy smell. And I think it must be the trees and all of this. We haven't been around. And it just smells so good. It's really different. I could smell it as we were coming in from the ocean. Just kind of this sweet smell. So they talk about you can smell land. You don't really realize what that is until you experience it. It's really different. It smells great. Alright, up in this little corner. It's taking a nap. I know what storm is coming. You can see it out there. We've had a few long days at sea. Always takes us a couple of days of laziness to get feeling 100% again. All right, what are you doing?
well, our depth sounder is not working.
Again, what is it with us and the depth sounders?
Right now I turned off and turned back on. I had ashes before it was blinking. And we knew that coming in this anchorage was a little sketchy, that we would probably only have 1.5 feet under our keel at low tide, maybe even only a foot. But people say that it can be done. So when the depth sounder quit working on the way in here, depth sounder, it's like, oh, crud, now what? So I'm gonna go see how deep it is. You want to follow me and you guys can help. First knot is 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet. All right, going in. First knot 5 feet, second knot 6 feet, and that's it right there. So maybe 7 feet deep right here, water. 7 feet of water, and we draft 5.5 feet. Feels weird down there. Oh, that.
So kind of weird.
It's like sludge.
Here.
Oh, yes. Well, that was gross. And I wonder if maybe it's not hard enough for the depth sounder to sound a sounding back. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Maybe that kind of mud and muck. I don't know. I don't know if that ever happens or not.
Well, we have a track to follow out. We just hope that it starts working again.
Yes, it should. We're under attack. Because we're over here where all the shrimp boats are. We have lots of seagulls.
Good morning. We are headed over to Oriental today. We've stayed in this little place, Cedar Creek, off of Adams Creek, for a couple days, just enjoying it, being calm and relaxed after our ocean passage. It always takes us a couple of days after a passage to feel normal again, but we don't know if the depth sounder is going to work. Dun dun dun. It's still alternately flashing, finding the bottom, flashing, finding the bottom. We only have about 2 feet under our keel right now, and we have a track to follow back out to deeper water. So we're going to see how this goes. We're really hoping that it is going to be fine once we get out into deeper water. Something's going on with the chain. Todd wants me to come look at it. Holy!
Yeah, see that sludge? This is not our fresh water, this is our pump. But gross, huh? We don't want that in our locker.
Well, it's going to take a while to pull the chain up. Having to clean every single link like that is really a mess. And today, of all days that we decide to go, we've got 16 knots of wind blowing. They say this river can get a little choppy when you've got 15 knots of wind. I mean, obviously we've done stuff like this before. We can do it again. Well, it appears to be working again. Yay! Are you excited that it's working again?
Yeah, that's bucks I don't have to spend. So those guys are the luckiest guys in the world, because I bet they get pooped on by a bird quite often, right dear?
Having been pooped on by a bird, I don't believe the good luck thing.
More than once.
In the same day. In the same hour.
That's right. Imagine being those guys. Oh my gosh. I don't think I could. That's why they're wearing hats.
We made it to Oriental. We decided to anchor outside of the breakwater because there's supposed to be light-ish winds for a week. Obviously, all things can change. And we do know that there's probably be some thunderstorms that blow through. It's really hot.
Want some breeze.
We do want some breeze. So we're anchored in about 10 feet of water, just outside the channel and the breakwater. So we still have easy access to get in. Oriental doesn't have a lot of room in their anchorage, and it's described as a tight anchorage. And we're like, okay, so if we put out adequate scope, like 5 to 1, with 80 feet out as a minimum and our 50 feet of boat, you're still talking about a swing radius of 260 feet. And the anchorage by chart and depth is only 200 feet wide. So we won't fit in the anchorage spot. And then out where there's a little more room, there's already a couple of boats out there. In theory, you could just like come up, park on their butt, and as long as you have the same scope out, neither of you hit each other. I don't like to anchor like that. Not if I don't have to. So we're happy out here. We got a good breeze, got all of our sunshades up. Now we got to get to work, getting this boat ready to leave for hurricane season. I guess it already is hurricane season. Get it ready to leave while we attend our son's wedding and take care of some medical stuff for Abigail. So what are you working on, dear?
Organization. My wife told me my side was sloppy. It needed to be corrected. So she's supervising me right there.
I did my side yesterday.
Without my supervision, I might add.
I didn't need any.
Oh, that's what
So
she's
mine's all
applied.
organized. But no, like really, what is it we're doing?
Downsizing. We're downsizing. We figured that the boat is too big. We're going to chop 10 feet off the front end when we get into the boatyard.
You're so silly. I figured. There's no we in this. I figured that we have now been out for 7 months, living on the boat, on the water, and that it's a good time to go through everything that we have going on and get rid of anything that in 6 months we haven't used. Downsize, allow a little more room for things to have circulation, so maybe we don't have as much mold when we get back. So what else is in there? I see sodas.
That's right. That's our special treat.
And mine are over there. I don't have as many as he does.
No, I have 3 times as many as she does.
You have 3 times as many as everybody.
That's because I don't drink them very often. In the summertime. And it's been really hard since Eyeside's baby died. Breastfed. So it's harder to have cold soda.
So why are our sodas in our clothing cupboards? Here's what we found. We put all the sodas in the kitchen, and there is a mad dash through the sodas to make sure that you get your fair share before they're gone. And nobody ever drinks them, but they're gone, like instantly gone. So we made a different choice.
So what we decided to do was we just buy the sodas and we divide them up equally amongst all the crew on the boat. They're in charge of their own soda drinkage, and when they're out, they're out. Period. Again, there shall be no stealing of other people's sodas.
We haven't had any problems with stealing,
Nope.
but Todd will take pity on me and share sometimes when I'm out.
More than one time, actually.
Well, this is new. We're in a car.
Truck. We're in a truck.
Where are we headed?
Laundromat groceries thrift store dump place.
We are so grateful for the Mullins loaning us their truck so that we should get some things done. It's about 20 minutes to the closest bigger place from Oriental, Greensboro and Borrowboro, or I don't know, but 20 minutes.
Lots of borrows.
Yeah. We can run to Walmart. We can drop off some stuff that we've been downsizing from the boat and get all of the laundry done at once. The local areas had the marina and a couple of marinas. We had the option to use their laundromats, but they only had one machine. And since everything we own is dirty, and that equals to about 4 loads, we decided that this would be more efficient. There is air conditioning, which feels amazing. It is raining a little bit, and these trees just feel so cool. Does it feel cool to be in trees again? I think there's more trees here than there are in Utah.
Well, they should plant trees on the ocean.
Todd's from Utah, I'm from Alaska, and one of our biggest conversations when we first got married was whether or not Utah had trees.
No, it was whether or not Utah was green.
Okay, green.
I said, there's green. Look, there's a tree over there. There's a tree over there. There's some grass right there. It's green.
Yeah, no.
I went to Alaska, where once the sky touches the ground, everything's green.
Yep. And this is a lot more like that. Trees everywhere. I love it. It's beautiful. Right, got the groceries. Can we get that bag too? Well, that's a pretty full boat. Not probably getting up on plane going back to the boat this way.
Yeah. Not sure we want to get up on plane. I don't know.
It's really rough out there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have shared that ride with you, but I had to hold on with both hands to the groceries in the boat, and it was really rough. And we were soaking wet, but we made it. Sounds like Todd's getting the snubber off, so it's time to get up here and get the instruments going. Alright. Well, it was a stormy early morning. The water's not too rough. We did get some rain. It's time to leave Oriental. But truly, we're only going 20 miles away, so we'll probably be back. We've made some new friends here. Love to visit with them while we're getting the boat ready to leave for hurricane season. Do you leave your boat for hurricane season? Feels a little strange. Not gonna lie. Alright, we have a little over 4 feet under our keel. There's our neighbor in the anchorage. He's way out there. Alright, Todd says we're at 25 feet, which means the anchor's gonna come up any minute. Alright, we got the anchor up, but Todd is still washing it off. So we're moving not super fast right now. It feels so weird to know that this is the last move we're going to make for a few months. Like 2 months. It's cloudy, not too hot, not very much wind, 3.9 at 50 degrees. I don't know if we're going to be sailing today. Maybe as we get out here a little further, the wind will pick up. Get out all our fenders and our dock lines and all that jazz before we get there.
Yes, we do. Haven't used these in a long time.
Really? It's been months, huh?
Why is the wind there? What have you done to make the wind there?
It's blowing up the river, so no matter what we do, this is what the angle is.
So this morning, Suzette discovered the little cupboard door open to where her food is stored, and she decided to try to go get some herself. But unbeknownst to her was the fly strip hanging next to the door, so she got tangled in the fly strip. And now her fur has matted glue spots. We gotta figure out how to clean out. Yeah. Does anybody have any ideas on how to handle this?
And that's a cordless fan?
Yeah, it's battery operated USB rechargeable fan. Walmart for 18 bucks.
Huh? Well, does it work?
We have 3 knots of wind from the back, so it kind of counteracts it. So, if we didn't have that, probably would work. I can feel it pretty strong right here. And then I get to here, I can barely feel it. It's supposed to run for 5 hours on high on a full charge. We'll see.
But
it seems to run while it's plugged in, too.
Oh, good. So we've got fan there and a fan over on that side. And why is that? We have 3 knots of wind from behind us.
Which is nothing. And we're actually just cooking to death in the cockpit.
Yeah. It feels like we're not moving at all.
Right.
We are doing like 3.5 knots, but it sure doesn't feel very fast. That fan feels great though. I picked up the fans at Walmart a couple days ago because we're headed to a very protected marina. They call it a marina. There's no services. There's electric and water, but nothing else. It's just at the end of a dirt road. So it's perfect for us. The price is really good, but because it's very protected, that means there's not going to be any wind up this little creek that it's on. So we needed more fans because we don't have an air conditioner. We have a very small 5,000 BTU. BTU, is that what they call it?
Yep.
5,000 window unit. So we'll see how well that works. Oh, what is it up there? Can you tell yet?
Looks like a big, square, Black Angus cow in the middle of the channel. Just blur, roughly cow-shaped. Might also be a snow walker from Star Wars. I don't know. I can't tell.
And it's raining. Barely see out there. And it's going that direction. Or this way is nice blue skies.
And then here where it's warm and dry, calm in the evening.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I said it was like a buffalo in the water, guys, right? Looks like it also could be like a duck blind. It's covered in trees, growth. Like somebody's camouflaged it.
Like, how could be camouflaged in the middle of the water?
No, that's just weird.
I also thought maybe it was some sort of an old Texas barbecue thing they haul out here to make a big barbecue. Maybe boats just tie up around it and have barbecue.
We aren't in Texas anymore.
I think North Carolina does barbecue too, but not like Texas does, right?
I don't want to get in a barbecue war.
Yeah.
Remember fighting words.
Right angle looks like it's got snow over there. It's snowing! Fair weather sailor, dressed up.
I'm still wearing my sundress. And bare feet. Really nice.
Low battery probably.
Yeah.
Planes. I don't know why it's doing that. It's got full power.
Not see where we're going.
Yeah. Visually, outside of our windows and stuff, I mean, you can't really kind of see the shore. But you can't really see the channel, right? So you have to rely a lot on the chart, huh?
There are 2 AIS contacts up in front of us, but they look to be docked, and there's one docked up that direction.
It's not windy rain, it's just rain. This would have been really nice when our water maker was broke and we needed water. This was the kind of rain you like, you know?
It was windy for a minute. We had 12 knots when we first went, like we got through the front edge of it. Now we're down to 2.
Hey, it looks like another Black Angus cow.